Is Judge becoming the LeBron of baseball?
I think he's on his way. I think what A-Rod means by that, Skip, LeBron had Karl Malone's size, but he could dribble and handle the basketball like magic, and he glided through the air effortlessly, like a Michael Jordan.
I'll buy
so when you combine all those things and you look at what he's doing, he's like, yeah, you know what? Because we've never seen a man this size. Think about this. Dave Winfield was the closest thing that I can remember. He was 6'6", 245. Aaron Judge is listed at 6'7", 282 pounds. That's almost 40 pounds heavier than Dave Winfield. Now, Dave Winfield was a special type of athlete.
He was.
He's the only man that was drafted in 3 different sports by 4 different leagues.
Correct.
ABA, NBA, NFL, and MLB. Had a 21 or 22-year career in the MLB. Skip, what this young man can do, and I picked him.
And by the way, Dave Winfield didn't have this kind of power even remotely. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Skip, I did pick him. You know, I don't want to glow.
You picked the favorite.
Stop it, Skip.
You picked the favorite, and then you told me you were going to root against him because you thought it wasn't fair to him because it would launch him into too high of expectations. Isn't that what you said?
Look, I picked him to win, but I said even if he doesn't win, Skip, if I see a couple of 500-foot shots, I can live with it.
You saw 4.
And the thing is, Skip, I mean, and the way he does it so effortlessly, it almost looks like it's a foul tip, and the ball is going over the fence. He has power to all fields. And he's 6'7", 282, and he's playing for the most recognizable sports franchise in all the world, especially in North America. He plays for the Yankees. And if you look at Jeter, Jeter was a great player, but Skip, he didn't have this kind of power. And what did the commercial say? Greg Maddux and Tommy Glavine? Chicks dig the long ball. Now, he plays with the de facto #1 sports franchise in North America. He's a 6'7", biracial gentleman who has great character.
He is a gentleman, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you look at him, he's the guy next door.
Yeah.
The only thing is he's going to have to duck to go through the doorway because he's 6'7" tall. Skip, I believe he's on his way. Because if you look at the other 2 guys that are comparable to him, you look at Mike Trout, he plays for the Angels, and he's really not special. He doesn't have that pizzazz. He doesn't say, I mean, if Mike Trout walked down the street, he's like a common guy. Now, Bryce Harper, he has the personality.
He does.
But he playing in D.C., playing for the Nationals. Now, if Harper played for the Yankees, now we'd be on to something. This gentleman plays for the Yankees. 30 home runs at the break, which broke the rookie record set by DiMaggio, played for a full season.
Yep.
Skip, this gentleman special. You saw his power on full display. He hit, everybody else was hitting the ball as far as they could. He was hitting the ball as far as he wanted to. And it seemed so effortless to all areas of the field. You think the ball's gonna slice foul. You're like, how did he keep it fair? And how did he get it over the fence? Skip, I believe he's on his way. Now, if he wins a championship or 2, now we really can put him in that LeBron. Now, he's not the prodigy that LeBron was because LeBron jumped into our vernacular at the age of 16 or 17. I didn't know who this guy was until this year and the Aaron Judge, and you saw him hitting the ball over the fence. But Skip, I believe so. I believe he's a guy that can transcend sports because he plays for the Yankees. He hits for power. He hits for average. He's charismatic. He checks all the boxes. Nice, articulate, handsome. Guy next door, check, check, check. Yankees, check. Home run hitter, check.
Tattoo on upper back, the chosen one. Does he
Stop,
have
Skip!
I was just wondering. You said he checked every box. He didn't check that. I don't know. I haven't seen him without a shirt on. Maybe he does have a big tattoo that says chosen one. I don't know.
He should have. And he got the UC 1984. You know, he's in
I know. I know all those. Yeah.
And Glow. That's born to one Glow James.
I liked everything you just said, and I'm going to add a lot to what you just said. In one huge way, forgive me for pointing this out, Aaron Judge is already way beyond LeBron James because Aaron Judge, as a rookie, participated in the home run derby. And LeBron James, after 14 NBA seasons, still hasn't participated in his first slam dunk contest.
And he's not.
Where are you, LeBron? What happened? Where were you when we needed you? Come on, as a rookie or a second-year player or third-year player, you couldn't have done just one dunk contest?
Skip, I'll give
just
you
one?
that. And once he got past year 3 or 4, Skip, you know it wasn't
I got it.
happen.
After that, it was over, although he kept dropping hints, and even into year 7, 8, and 9, he kept saying, yeah, next year I'll do it. Next year I'll do it.
Getting
And
the
this is
hopes
my
up.
theory, and I think it's the true theory, LeBron dreaded being on that solo stage against a potentially hot opponent who had come up with some shocking new slam dunk move and captivated the crowd. There's a lot of pressure in a slam dunk contest, just as there's a whole lot of pressure in what we just witnessed last night. And all of the pressure was on, you could talk about Stanton. My pick obviously is the hometown favorite and defending champ, but he had already won one, so he had that in his bank. But everybody expected Aaron Judge to dominate, and Aaron Judge had to wait almost an hour and a half before he took his first swing last night.
He did.
You want to talk about escalating, building, clock-ticking pressure? He had to sit and wait and then do his ESPN interview while others are going bomb, 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 bomb. And then he had to watch Justin Bohr go out of his mind, your man from the Marlins.
He was crazy.
And he went Jason Bourne, did Justin Bohr. I mean, it was just bashing away, right? Blast, blast, blast. He goes all the way to 22, and now Aaron Judge is like, now I have to do this after all this? He'd probably sweated away half of his water intake just watching, right?
The judge don't.
Hey,
because the judge,
here came the judge.
He get to determine how much time you serve.
And I loved his poise, and he didn't overswing from the start. Of course, he just got awesome talent, so he didn't have to reach the way everybody else was having to reach back. And yet, to overcome what Justin Bohr had done, remember, he needed 30 seconds in the first round of his bonus time that you get for hitting two 444-foot shots. And then there was one big controversy about a ball that he had hit off the roof that didn't count, that the ESPN commentators thought had counted. And all of a sudden they're thinking, wait a minute. They're throwing one quick pitch to him at the end of right before the buzzer, and he jacks that one out. So guess what? He's already a little ahead of LeBron. He was clutch. I mean, was that not clutch? Seriously, that was big-time clutch. He almost got eliminated in the first round the way Stanton did, right?
And the thing was, Skip, is that you mentioned the guy hits 22 home runs in his home park. And if you remember, there have been times, Skip, you've advanced winning 6-5. You're advancing winning 8-7. The guy hits 22.
23 to 22? That's what it took to survive to the second round?
And
Are you kidding?
And what do you try to do, Skip? You try to put pressure on the other guy and make him falter. If I jump out here to 20-something plus, what's the likelihood of him following that up? Because as you mentioned, he's going to try to swing out of his shoes. He's going to get out of what his natural swing. It looked to me that his natural swing was a home run derby swing. We've seen guys that get into this and they try to swing for the fences, which is not a natural swing, a natural baseball swing.
Correct.
He didn't look like he deviated.
You're talking about
Judge,
yeah.
Yes.
But Justin Bohr looked like he was made for this too, because he's lighting up and getting the home crowd.
Get into it.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he has captivated the crowd, and it would have been LeBron's worst nightmare in a slam dunk if the hometown favorite, or one of the two, had taken over the whole building just before you have to perform.
And what did Judge do? He did the LeBron. He hit 23 and started silencing. Get down.
Yeah, I don't know if he did that.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't see that. I didn't see any
Skip.
showmanship whatsoever. But I will get, obviously we talked about his size and his nature and his personality, all check all those boxes. But he is comparable to LeBron in what I call awesome talent, because it's highly trained, highly skilled talent. And I always tell you, LeBron is still the best passer in basketball, and his fundamentals are impeccable.
Yes.
He plays exactly the right way, which is why Greg Popovich loves him some LeBron and vice versa.
Right.
Which is why LeBron's going to wind up in San Antonio next year, as we all know.
You hoping. You hoping.
No, you're dreading is what's happening. Chris Broussard is all but predicting it, right?